My son got this Spider-Man costume he's been wanting forever today. I held him up in various positions and then photoshopped myself out. Turned out pretty good. Squirrel Girl is canonically more powerful than Thanos. Men written by men versus men written by women. The I won't kill you, but your hospital bills will, gang. The worst superhero ever. Barrier Man. Eddie, do not put me in the salad spinner. Ah! Bad and naughty symbiotes get put in the salad spinner. It's pathetic. Studios rely on CGI this much. Before versus after. Why are the X-Men always wearing, like, headbands and being like, yeah, this counts as a disguise. Superhero disguise 'tis. Me. I prefer Marvel movies because DC is too dark. Friend, they both have death and destruction. I mean, the movies are literally too dark. Here's a fun game. What do these two movies have in common? Men pretend to like them, to get laid. Marvel fans, when the CGI good guy beats the CGI bad guy in a CGI fight in a CGI location, the only way Captain Marvel can defeat Shazam is by accusing him of assault. Spider-Man doesn't kill people, but he will swing one of these at your head at full force. Yeah, let's go fight Magneto in my metal wheelchair via my metal airship with my metal Wolverine to protect me. I see no way this could ever go wrong. Thor, the god of thunder's strongest enemy so far, is not healer. It's a glass window, literal hyperdense god hammer made from a neutron star, some random sword. So it turns out Marvel has a comic generator on their website. I want to sit down. Oh no. Good morning. A reminder that the Avengers were this close to removing the gauntlet from Thanos' hand. Enjoy your day. I just realized that Spider-Man 2's Doc Ock is dressed like he's cosplaying every Matrix character at once. Somewhere between these two moments, we all grew up. I am Iron Man, and I am Iron Man. Marvel fans be like, name a better shot than this. Without Tony Stark, Avengers ran out of budget. The world in danger. A superhero in a solo superhero movie. Other superheroes in the same cinematic universe. Imagine starting a whole school because people don't like you. I'm losing it at Logan, ignoring the Avengers. Avengers, hey Logan, share your popcorn. What popcorn? Why isn't he sitting with us? When other X-Men get pinups, they look powerful, cool, majestic, but for Cyclops, it's just him having the worst day of his life. I love that for him. My wife sent me a picture of a pizza she cooked. I told her it looked like an explosion and sent her this. This guy always looks like he knows something about you. No, seriously, how does he wipe his butt? Hollywood hasn't remade Spider-Man in a couple of weeks. I hope they're okay. Yes, I did have to do eyebrow raises in my Iron Man audition. Disney confirms Secret Invasion takes place after Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sure all 12 people who watched it are happy to hear this. How can Ant-Man breathe if he is smaller than oxygen atoms? Spider-Man, no more home. Everyone in New York. I wonder who Spider-Man could be. Peter Parker, arriving at school every day. Chris Hemsworth's wife has banned him from bringing any more of Thor's hammers home. Natalie Portman shows off impressive transformation into female Thor. I don't remember reading about a female Thor in Greek mythology. That might be because Thor is from Norse mythology. Tony Stark could not put a suit of armor around the world, so he put a suit of armor around his world. Reasons Magneto should not be in the MCU. Never forget Peter's profile picture for Ned. Thanos, I don't have what you need, trust me. If you ever feel sad, just remember, even Spider-Man is afraid of spiders. Wow, you want me to sign that? And there you have it, folks. Benedict Cumberbatch reacting to my artwork, looking me in the eye, and asking if I'm sure I want it signed. Honestly, I hate working here. They are so weird. This was my favorite line in the movie. I love it when random characters suddenly react like real people. Science behind Harry's invisibility cloak revealed. I found this in my freezer. My roommate said he is saving him until he needs to save the world. How the hell are these two going to communicate? Hello Miles, what's up Danger? Spider-Man, across the Heisenverse. Such a banger of a suit. I love how his logo looks like an animated Thanos twerking. If Bane and Thanos dropped books with nothing but quotes from them, I'm copying both, day one. Iron Man is on the goodbye list however. Did you really have to say that? I'm still not recovered from Endgame. Neither is Iron Man. Can I copy your homework? Sure, but change it a little. Of course, no problem. Did you know, in Spider-Man 2002, the shoes the Green Goblin wears are modified Nike Flight MJ got a massive upgrade in the new Spider-Man game. She is smoking hot. She looks like my mum, man. I ain't playing this game. Women. Body standards are way too high for women these days. Men have it easy. Body standards for men in almost every Hollywood movie. Spider-Man's top 3 feats of strength. Andrew Garfield catching a car. Tom Holland holding a ferry together. Tobey Maguire carrying Willem Dafoe's massive thang. James Gunn says, the lore for Infinity Stones was just written in 90 minutes. I just made up some bullshit. I love seeing old people dance. It's so romantic. They look like a mum and a dad called into the principal's office because of their child's problematic behavior on the playground. Who's the photographer who takes the pictures of Spider-Man? What in the hell? That's my secret cab. I'm always smoking. Sure, we all thought it was funny when the Avengers went uncover putting on hats, but how many of you noticed Mysterio in this scene the first time you saw Far From Home? Spider-Man, when he has no more villains left to fight because Sony keeps turning them into heroes. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, exclusive deleted scene. The Flash producers be like, damn, that's a finished scene. Deleted. This actor said pay gap on Spider-Man was extreme. The pay disparity between me and Spider-Man was very extreme. I didn't even think about it, she added. Marvel fans when Batman doesn't say, that sounded a lot better in my head, after saying, I'm vengeance. Oh no, 6 armed mercs wearing night vision goggles. Whatever will I do? Clink. The sarcasm is outstanding. The only archer in a movie to actually run out of arrows. If Goku was in the Avengers, he would give Thanos the Infinity Stones to see how strong he would get. Could you imagine you send your son off to Professor X's school, thinking he has a better life now, and you look on the television and Juggernaut just threw him into a building. Okay, but did it need lightning? Her name is Storm, not light showers with a chance of sun. I already watched a Spider-Man franchise. Why did I just see 2 more? There's 3 actually. When life gives you lemons, learn how to make an Iron Man helmet for your cat. Me, every time people start to leave when the credits start rolling in a Marvel film, taking pictures in front of my roses and shit. Oh, you cussing now. What, you think you grown or something? Therapist, maybe you should. Me, I'm not doing get help. Caption this. So we have to make Thor believe that we're dead, okay? Got it? Ant-Man could kill Thanos by crawling into his ear, or up his nose, then expanding. Not up his butt. You guys are just gay. Crawling up his nose or ear canal would be easier to kill him than through the butt. It's not about easier, it's about sending a message. Heath Ledger's Joker introduction was a homage to Cesar Romero's Joker introduction. Marvel movie posters be like, I dropped him, rip. You know you are screwed when a missile lands next to you, and it literally has your name on it. Spider-Verse was so amazing, man. I'm going to read the current mainline comics because of it. Stop them, now. This is the weirdest, most specific comic book movie trope. They all tripped and scattered papers onto the ground, and no one helps them, and that's how they became villains. Migraine, hypertension, stress, vision. These 2 are just the MCU version of them. Everyone deserves a second chance, but someone needs 3. The best part of Morbius was when he said, it's Morbin time, and morbed all over the guys. This tweet single-handedly lost Sony millions of dollars. My favorite thing about Tony Stark having an office in Paris, his password, 1stan1 legend. While the state of Georgia did provide the Avengers filmmakers with some lucrative tax incentives, the state proliferation of Waffle House restaurants would present unforeseen challenges. I just met Captain America at Universal Studios, and right before I met him, I said, oh shit, and he responded with, language. Damn, our web shooters are empty. Toby, can we all just take a minute to imagine Steve Rogers faces the first time he heard someone say, motherfucker, casually. This gets me every time. Thor's Pop-Tart and Steve's face. Magneto's plan in the first X-Men film is flawless. Find the person most vocally targeting your minority group and turn them into a horrible goo. Enters with a bad PowerPoint animation effect. Hello. Honestly, this sums up Wolverine so well. He said he was going hunting and Ororo was like, you would kill innocent animals for sport? The struggle is real. Disney. Nobody likes Captain Marvel. Japan. Give me 5 minutes. Hugh Jackman has been the one and only Wolverine. The first poster for Loki Season 2 has been released. This is what we call Marvel Studios damage control, when you use the wrong image. But it doesn't matter, because it's spaghetti. Reality can be whatever I want. Get your dog. It don't bite. Yes it do. Character development. I mean, I haven't watched the new Spider-Man movies. I'm sorry. The Holy Trinity. Idiot 1. The one brain cell and Idiot 3. Idiot 2. The Odin family fight me move. When you're the last person on your team during dodgeball and the coach yells, jailbreak, nyum. This bird keeps itself in the air by sheer force of anger alone. The Scene versus the cameraman. Toby's Spidey and Hugh Jackman Wolverine will be the 2 leads in Secret Wars. It makes no sense. Marvel has been around long enough that at one time solid was slang for straight talk. Still brooding, eh? Maybe what you need is some solid from Iron Man. Maybe I do, Shellhead. Maybe I do. If I ever stop reblogging this, just assume I've died. Today is the only day you can like this post. Well, this is an old meme. Good can be bad. Strong can be weak. And Scott, he's still weird. Lesbians. Thor, we just think he's neat. Thor, can I buy you a drink? Actually, I like girls. Wonderful, I like them as well. Would you like to join me in buying drinks for beautiful women? Which Spider-Man had the best riz? Toby. Beetroot, when I introduce him to glitchcore synth pop electro punk music. Disney has put Marvel Studios in charge of creating a live-action Gargoyles movie, which comes out in 2017. Me, as a teenager, seeing Spider-Man stories and thinking life is about constant suffering. Me, as an adult, experiencing Superman stories, I'm realizing there is always hope after suffering. I hate magic. I hate logic. Pick a side, Clint. Gosh, I love arrows. Tom Holland on the set of Captain America, Civil War. Young Spider shows off to Mama Spider, who can't be bothered. Mum, are you watching? Mum, you're not watching. Me googling snake bite leg, what to do. Google, elevate and apply pressure. Me, lifting snake real high. Apologize or else. Thor, age 8. Artist's rendering of Avengers aged up. Spider-Man is so funny. Dude saves like an entire country. And then he goes home at the end of the day and opens his fridge and he's got like one egg and a half empty can of Arizona tea, no matter how old he is or what comic he's from. That's just how Peter Parker lives. Thanos, Mysterio, Infinity Stones. Peter, wake up. It's 2004. I'm going to throw a car at you. Marvel reportedly eyeing William Dafoe for Spider-Man villain role. Earlier in the scene, Norman Osborn. Hey Aunt May, I'm sorry I'm late. Work was murder. He tried to kill Spider-Man earlier. Peter, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. It's a jungle out there. I had to beat an old lady with a stick. Norman was dressed as an old lady before his fight with Peter. Why does Peter look like the lost comic guy? I swear to God, do not put Toby in any marketing. This is Tom Holland's franchise. Toby and Andrew are secondary characters. Gonna cry? Real men do not hit you up late at night demanding photos of your naked body. Real men hit their desks with closed fists, demanding photos of Spider-Man. Because I was talking about the Winter Soldier to my mum, and she said, Binky Barnes, once I could breathe again, I drew this. This is bound to happen eventually. Venom, you idiot. I just realized if the Incredible Hulk was English, he would be called the Absolute Unit, and now I'm sad. Thanos at the beginning of Avengers Endgame. Stupid place, it's hideous. By the way, the red, white, just pick a color. Ridiculous. I love what you've done with the place. Redecorating, I see. Thor Odinson, part-time interior decorator. Sorry, Miles. I am retiring to focus on my mental health. What the fuck? Let's look for another way out. Hey, at least the lights are still on. Oh. Into the Spider-Verse has one negative review. Spider-Man is a menace. Unpopular opinion. Natalie Dormer would have been the better Captain Marvel. Do MCU fans really want Henry Cavill as Wolverine in Captain Marvel 2? I think the better question is, do MCU fans really want Captain Marvel 2? I'm obsessed with the incredible vibes of this pigeon escort mission from Spider-Man 2. Flirting versus harassment. This mirror sequence in Moon Knight took 10 months to complete. It was the most complicated shot in the entire series. Dude, you have got to be kidding me. Unfortunately, the awful little freak everyone hates has saved the world, so now we all have to try to be nice. Some think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. Some think it's Andrew Garfield. But deep down, we all know all three were morons who got bitten by a potentially extremely venomous spider and decided to sleep it off instead of going to prison. Y'all about to fight Thanos? That's crazy. Y'all be safe. My man was like, gotta fix the stairs. Be safe, y'all. When your temporary Spider-Man tattoo turns into a scene from Infinity War. Ayo, what is drip if not source preserving? Marvel spends $300 million in 6 months of crunch by 8 full-time VFX artists to create entirely within a computer a drab alien landscape of brown and grey. Tokusatsu just goes to film shit in the fucking quarry like a responsible adult. A super weird gag in Thor 4 is that you can see Valkyrie at the opening of an ice cream shop called Infinity Cones, complete with a giant gauntlet on top of the shop. Cute in isolation, but in the world of Marvel, it seems sort of akin to opening a tragic event themed candy store. Professor X, what's your mutant power? I can guess how many pulls to turn a ceiling fan off the first try. Points up. 2 pull. Stands up and pulls twice. Not bad, but not a power. I'm kidding. I can heal paraplegics. Professor X, still standing. Holy shit. In new interview with Variety, Andrew Garfield was asked about the possibility of Amazing Spider-Man 3. The actor replied, "Where the fuck were all of you people in 2014? An engineer named Alan built a precise replica of Thor's hammer that he could only lift. He used electromagnetics and a touch-sensitive handle with a fingerprint scanner. The magnets can only be disabled with his touch, which means that nobody else would be able to pick up the hammer. You just gotta love how Tony Stark built a whole armored techno-suit for Peter. I have the coolest powers ever, Parker, as if he needed all that stuff. But Hawkeye still goes around half naked, throwing pointy sticks at aliens. Steve Rogers wears Converses. Do what you will with that information. Converse has been around since 1908, and they costed about $3 in 1947. And during World War II, they started making footwear for the soldiers. This is probably one of the only things he recognized in the 21st century, and now I'm sad. My son just asked the toughest question I've ever had to answer as a father. Can a lightsaber cut through Captain America's shield? In the Marvel universe, no. In the Star Wars universe, Luke wouldn't fight a hero, but if asked to do so, he could cut it into a million little pieces. Foolish. Now I have vibranium ninja stars. In the movie Venom, during the first human trials of Symbiote, the research team is happy that the patient's vitals are holding steady. This is a reference to the production team not consulting a single medical professional to find out what good vital signs look like. Ah yes, a pulse of 136 and an oxygen saturation of 81%. The ideal levels. Yes, nothing to be concerned about there. Perfectly normal. They said they were holding steady, not that they were holding healthy. Patient's vitals are steady. Doctor, they're dead. And maintaining that state quite well. Breaking. The MCU Fantastic Four will have the Thing made of Legos. Kevin said that he wanted to make them fit the MCU and avoid Korg comparisons. He commented, "Korg is our rock guy. I love Korg. He is the key to it all." I just learned that this shirt cost them $10K to put it into this movie, but they refused to compromise because they were like, he's the hugest Golden Girls fan. This has to make the movie. So they paid $10K to use B. Arthur's likeliness. They traded all the guns in the final climactic showdown for B. Arthur's face. Worth it. Reynolds paid it himself, out of pocket. It did not come from the budget. He talked with B's son, and they agreed to it for a donation to B's favorite charity. It is so funny that spaghetti westerners are called that because they were directed by Italians. Imagine if people started calling Marvel movies hamburger shonen. Okay, but can we also talk about how the episode where Natasha was a vampire and she ran into a mirror because she couldn't see her own reflection and just knocked herself out? This is the best piece of vampire fiction I have ever laid my eyes on. The MCU is great because if you wanted to watch the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy by itself, at the beginning of the third movie, the female lead is just straight up dead and you would just have to assume something cool happened. In another movie that doesn't share the same title, Hufflepuff-Slytherin friendships are the best and the most terrifying thing ever, because I am positive that if these two people were to take over the world, it would be a Slytherin and a Hufflepuff. Did you mean? My mom just told me that if we ever saw Benedict Cumberbatch in the street, she would trip me up and walk away so he would help me up. I need ice cream. Creep downstairs. Leave all lights off because parents' door is open. Opens fridge door super slowly. Gently grabs a pint. Immediately drops it and stumbles backwards. Falls into a wine glass left by parents. It shatters on the ground. I freak out and step on a piece of glass, causing me to yell out. Dad bursts out of his room screaming. He's holding my brother's wooden sword. I scream. He scream. We all scream for ice cream. Yeah, I don't know how this is related to Marvel. I think I just accidentally downloaded this for a Marvel video. It was meant for another video. But yeah, here it is.